Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another Puzzle and Dragons video. I'm Alpha and today we're going to be discussing Anna Descended and the new teams and monsters you'll be able to get as a result. So first of all, it was just announced that we are getting Anna Descended this weekend, and that'll be coming on Friday evening and going throughout the weekend, ending on Sunday evening. And there's going to be two difficulties. There will be Legend and X. So first thing is first. Soon you'll be getting a snow globe, a blanc or white snow globe in the mail. Make sure to not use that. Don't feed that off because there's a special quest here, special mission here, just like we had with Liberty Dice. If you complete either difficulty without using any continues, with the Snow Globe Blanc as a sub in your team, then you will get 3 additional Snow Globes in the mail. And with all these reincarnated evolutions on the horizon, snow globes are going to be at a premium. So I would definitely say it is worth trying to get the clear using a snow globe as a sub on your team, as long as you have someone that is powerful enough to do that. Off the top of my head, I would say for using a light snow globe, that mirror would be a good fit. I just did Anna Descended yesterday. They had it in the JP server, and I just cleared it with a pretty low-level Renove team. I'm going to get up a Japanese team tour very soon, and I'll show you that team. But it's not terribly difficult. It's just like Ace Descended, where the first few floors you're dealing with guys with no preempts that generally have multiple turns of cooldown, so you're able to get through the dungeon without too much difficulty, I feel. Um, anyway, so basically, we'll be getting Dragon Caller Anna, and what that will enable is, well, I guess 3 new evolutions. I have access to 2. So if we're looking at Pad Guide here, this is the one that I'm excited for. Chaotic Black Dragonbound Armor Anna. And if you look, she's obviously, let's take a look at the recipe here. She is an evolution of TyphAna. So that's why lots of people call her TyphAna or whatever for short. And basically what you're getting here is a Dark Heartcross lead. And the stats and awakenings remain exactly identical to TyphAna. So you're not getting a boost in stats, you're not getting different awakenings, they're going to be the exact same. The active skill and leader skill change. So the active skill is the same board change that you're going to get with TyphAna, however, you're getting a 2-turn haste put in as well. So of course that does mean that your TyphAna will have a skill level reset to 1 when you evolve him. Leader skill is where it gets interesting. You're getting 1.35 hit points and attack for dragon and balanced. So that it limits your sub pool, and that's what we're going to discuss in just a moment. Then of course you will also get 6 times attack and a 35% reduced shield when matching 5 heal orbs in a cross formation. So that means that as long as you're running a team of dragon or balanced, that you'll be getting a 65.6 attack when you're making your heart cross. And then, let me see, you'll be getting a, I forget how much the heart cross does, but it's not as strong as mirrors. Mirrors is 50%, which puts it to 75. So you're getting, it's like just under 50% maybe with TyphAna. I don't know. I didn't do that math ahead of time, and I'm not going to figure it out at the moment. It's somewhere around there, though. So the teams that you're going to be able to build here, if we go on over, so you can see I've been kind of waiting and building this team here. And I've got my TyphAna ready to go. Now I know he's max skilled, which is kind of a shame. The good thing is I was lucky enough to pull two Typhons. I have another one that is also max skilled. Um, so I'm quite excited to get this one evolved into TyphAna. So basically, since we're looking at balanced and dragons, one of the best subs here is Yomi Dragon because we're creating both dark orbs and heal orbs. You have unbindable in there. You have uh, an unbind with hearts, and just overall great weighted stats. Um, Yomi Dragon, of course, served as a lead for me for a while, so I really put some effort into the card with some skill delay resists and uh, dark resists, hit points. They're not terribly aesthetic looking. I would never put things in that order at this point. It's very important to me that my Latent Awakenings look very aesthetic. Here's another example of unaesthetic Latent Awakenings because I have the Dark and Light first. Completely unacceptable. Anyways, this is the split ult of the Akechi Mitsuhide card, where it's really targeted more towards being a leader. The leader skill here is better than the dark version. However, this version has balanced as a typing. So, of course, we're creating both dark and light, or I'm sorry, dark and heart, and enhancing the dark. So that definitely works well. I have a duplicate card there. And then my last spot is kind of my flex spot. So if we could look at some of the different options here. I just pulled this Batman and Batwing card. It's pretty much, it's going to be a situational thing depending on what I'm looking for in whatever dungeon when it comes to who's taking up this last spot. So here we have a damage boost and a true damage. But if we go here, let's go ahead and filter dark. Let's turn off sub-attribute. We don't want people that just have a dark sub-attribute. And let's say dragon and balance. So these are all of the possible cards that we have here. And you can see it's kind of slim pickings. We can get full board creators with Ichigo and Dark Kali. And we could also go for a Dark Skyfall here with Zayrog Infinity. And the cards I'm really looking at using here are Dark Yomi. I had a Dark Light Yomi. I devolved her and then evolved her into this form because she has balance. So here you're getting multiple time extends, which would be quite important since there's no time extend built into the leader like it is in Mirror or Summer Mirror or upcoming possible Christmas Mirror. You get the point. If you're running a team like Renove or now TyphAna, you need to provide all your own time extends and get those orbs moving quickly. So something like this would be helpful to me. Ideally you're looking at rows and heart crosses. So it takes a quick second to get that put together. You also have a dragon killer in here, which is kind of nice. Satsuki. She's a dragon, and she's a decent lead. Definitely would lean towards using TPAs, since TyphAna will have one TPA and Satsuki has 3. Doesn't have rows like Akechi does. TyphAna also has rows. And you can see right here, I was actually using this card as a sub on a Sephiroth team, which is why there's a Light Kali active inherited. But that really would not serve any purpose for TyphAna, unless I was looking to combo off Akechi, but it's really just not it's not a sure thing. It wouldn't be too smart to do. But however, the standard active skill here is Jammer, Poison, and Water to Dark. and then a skill charge. So it's honestly, it's not that bad. You're not changing off hearts, and if you're going off a quad color board that TyphAna makes, or TyphAna, then you're getting additional dark orbs here. However, quad color boards, I mean, you can get trolled pretty hard on a tricolor board. So when you introduce 4 colors in, you're not always going to have 5 hearts, is basically what I'm getting at. And if you're not having something that makes both hearts and dark, you could end up kind of screwed. And of course, we also have Christmas Haku. I don't have a standard Haku. That is a card that has completely eluded me through my over 600 days of playing. But we do have the Christmas Haku. Lots of orb enhances, a movement extend, no skill bind resist. But of course, this active skill would combo quite nicely with Akechi. So it could only be used in that pattern, you know, doing a Haku, then Akechi skill. It is possible to get heart trolled here, but probably not too likely. So if you look at, and then there's some other lower level considerations that could be made, such as depending on the dungeon, Sleeping Beauty here. Of course, she's skill level 1 though, and her weighted stats aren't that great. But she is unbindable, bind clear with a button press. So whereas Yomi Dragon, you need a row of hearts, here you will get a bind clear right away. So if you go to whatever, you step on a floor and your leaders are bound and you're about to get hit real hard, so you need to get a heart cross up or something, this would be more useful than Yomi Dragon in that instance. Of course, it's a very niche reason to run a Sleeping Beauty, but it does work. Then here I have a fully skilled Pad Academy Sleeping Beauty, where again, you're getting unbindable, bind clear with the active. This one is max skill, so it's up every 4 turns, and you do get a true damage of 99. So I've used this in Liberty Geist. There's the card that has a 100 damage absorb. So this obviously is a very niche use again, but it is useful. And then of course we have Tommaso X Batman. So just pulled him from the Batman collab, which is currently active. And you can see the awakenings here are pretty nice. You have 3 rows. Enhanced hearts, again, unbindable, bind clear with a row of hearts. No skill bind resist, but you do get a skill boost. And I have to be honest, I haven't looked to see if I can get the skill up material in the dungeon, but either way, we're looking at 5 skill ups to be max skilled. And we're getting a heal orb Skyfall with a haste, which is nice. And I actually like this. I saw in a video that Mantastic just did, who has a great YouTube channel, by the way, guys. Search for Mantastic. It's like fantastic, but with an M. He's real clever, and he talks with his hands a lot. But he does really great in-depth videos, and he reviewed the Batman collab, and said he didn't really like the Heart Skyfall because you're not creating damage orbs. However, if we take a quick... Let's throw in Tommaso Batman. Let's take a quick look at what my standard mirror team is. And you can see I run Yuria, who, look at that active there. She creates 3 heal orbs, but also has that heal Skyfall. And this thing has saved my butt more times than I can count. And obviously the shield there is a bit stronger. You're looking at a 75% shield versus what I estimated to be a roughly 50% shield. However, kind of the point of having a team that can tank hits is that you can stall if you have to. So being able to create heart orbs, while you might not be able to attack every single turn, you're utilizing one of the key points of having a heart cross team, which is being able to take damage. So this little guy, once I get him up and max skilled and awoken, and max level will almost definitely have a spot on the team, given the dungeon. So there you go, guys. That's kind of the team I'm looking at running. Now, obviously, other amazing leads that would fit in here would be Gremory and the Gentleman Series Xin Hua. And those are both very high level cards that you either have to buy with monster points or get very lucky in pulling in Gremory, as she's a 6-star Godfest exclusive. Now, of course, if I had those cards, they would most definitely take up that 4th spot because they're just stronger overall cards. Given the options I have, that's kind of what I'm looking at running. So you can see here, I mean, like I said, it's not the most in-depth sort of thing, but it is useful. Something like this, you get a damage boost, but of course it's a suicide move. You're going down to 1 hit point. Here we're getting some serious damage output with 4 rows and a God Killer, but the active is honestly not too... it doesn't really work on the team since you're doing higher damage for lower hit points. And if you're stalling putting up heart crosses, you're probably not doing that. Anyways, you know what? Who gets honorable mention, who should be coming around real soon, is Pumpkin Joker. Now again, this is definitely inferior to some of the other options, but if you're just starting off, you're able to make a TyphAna team, you don't have those balanced and dragon subs that fit ideally, this isn't the worst card to have in there. You're getting a bind status reduction and a skill charge. Now, of course, the problem is he is not bind immune, so it's not the best thing ever. But there's worse cards. Oh, and guys that I don't have, do I not have? Where's my? There we go. The standard drawn Joker, who's 50% bind immune and creates heal orbs, and then honorable mention goes to that great monster point fodder, Grape Dragon. I think that about covers what you could do with TyphAna. Very excited. Friday evening, she arrives, so hopefully you can do that dungeon with the snow globe. Get those snow globes stocked up in your mailbox, and get that TyphAna up and running. And in this video, because I've gone almost 20 minutes, I'm not really going to touch on the other cards. However, it is Valkyrie, the farmable light Valkyrie, is getting an ultimate form using, or I guess an ultimate form. I don't know exactly how many ultimates we need to have at that point, but she's getting an evolution using Ana, which is great because it is coming with a Orb Enhance. So I believe it's going to be 5 turns still. Let me take a quick look here. So again, of course, it's going to reset to, let's see, there we go. Let's pull that up. It's going to reset to skill level 1 because it is a change. You're getting a heart to light and then an Orb Enhance. And yes, it is, oh no, it's a 6-turn cooldown now, not a 5-turn cooldown. And you do get a time extend as well as an awakening, which is very useful. I saw some people were running this with an Awoken DQ XQ, and obviously you could go off of a Dark Kali style board, which is actually what I've been doing with Lightning in my Japanese account, and that is precisely, I don't know if it's precisely, but it's the same idea as Awoken DQ XQ, a string of light orbs and then matching other colors. Touching on Ceres, who I don't have a Ceres, which is why I didn't have the ability to really go into much detail on this, but you're looking at full hit point recovery, full bind recovery, and a skill haste. And that is a 12-turn cooldown, and of course, like the other ones, you will start over at skill level 1, and it is a ultimate evolution off of one of the ultimate evolutions, not the Awoken form. And in that, of course, you're getting TPA, Skill Boost, Skill Bind Resist, Unbindable with a Devil Killer and Dragon Killer in there. So pretty strong card. I'll be pretty happy if I pull a series at some point and get to use that evolution. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this informative. I hope it helps you out and you can build up that nice TyphAna team. Let me know what your plans are in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome day. I'm Alpha, and you'll see me next time.